Hello guys, it's Maddie Simish and welcome to another video where today I am building like a cute and cozy family apartment. There wasn't anything like too strict in terms of style that I was thinking of as I was building this, but I just wanted to make something that just felt really like cozy and homely. It's one of the Stone Street apartments in Evergreen Harbour. I don't tend to build here. I don't really know why. There's like fewer apartment options than there are in San Myshuno, so sometimes I don't even think to give it a try. I also hate that one of the apartments has a balcony that you can't edit as well. It isn't this apartment, but either way, I did actually quite like the size of this one, and I don't think I was intending for it to be a family apartment, but actually it was quite big, so I ended up being able to fit 2 bedrooms. And I was imagining it was parents, so maybe 1 parent or 2, but I imagine that the child who lives here is a teenager, so it is a little bit more of an adult themed room. And I will talk about it when we get onto it later. In terms of like hobbies and skills, there isn't anything like in the main part of the apartment, but I did sort of think of that going into the bedrooms, and I imagine that it is a very creative and musical household. So I imagine both the parents and the teenage child are really into music. And yeah, I mean, throughout the rest of the build, like you can see, this is coming along to be the kitchen, and the living room and dining area is a very open plan, which is what I do tend to do in my builds. I just prefer that. I think it looks really good. And also sometimes I do find floor plans a little bit of a struggle, so sometimes it's just easier to leave it all open. But I wanted this like nice big kind of U-shaped kitchen leading onto the dining area, which I think is kind of similar to the original floor plan that was here. The living room is quite like a nice space. I used a lot of stuff from the Dream Home Decorator pack because of course it's still new, it's still fresh, it's still like quite nice to use those items and try to use them in like slightly different ways that I might have done before. So you can see the counters here are Dream Home Decorator. The fridge is Parenthood, and also the tiles were as well. So I was very tempted to do the Parenthood counters. I really like them. I know everyone does. I think that's often like the default for counters, but I did want to try these ones. And I went for a very sort of dark brown theme, which I've been doing a lot lately. I don't know why, but I definitely think it does have that kind of warm and cozy feel. And you can see that I did do something a little bit different. So I put one of the bread bins down, again, coming from Parenthood. But I actually ended up using one of the new shelving units from the Dream Home Decorator game pack. And you can see that I've kind of put it into the counter there. And I think I did raise it up slightly possibly, but it kind of looks like it is a bread basket. So you can see the full shelf here that I'm talking about, but with the counters on top, I think it looks like it could be a bread basket, and it's a little bit more stylish than the one that comes with Parenthood. So I think if you're doing like a modern build or something like that, it would work really well. So it was just something a little bit different to try, and then just cluttering up the kitchen counters as well. I love using that kind of, it's almost like a little bit of a makeshift plant from Cats and Dogs. It's like a little bit of, I don't know how to describe the vase, but it looks like a milk can. I don't know how I'm not prepared for the cottage lifestyle pack. I don't know anything about farming, but you can see it there, that little plant with the blue like metal vase. I think that's really cute, and I love sort of sizing that down and using it in the kitchen, because as well as the brown, there is also a little bit of a blue theme as well. I just really like those colors together, and yeah, tried to use it as much as I possibly could, but definitely the brown theme. And I think when it comes to cozy apartments, it's just like making things feel really homely and cluttered and lived in. So although there definitely is a little bit of a modern style, because with the like recent pack that we got, it is quite modern in style, so naturally it's got that kind of feel to it. But I think when you like clutter things up, and it just makes it feel like really nice and cozy. And then the other sort of method that I took to get across that feel is I wanted to use a lot of plants and rugs and paintings and just like soft furnishings that just make a house feel that bit more, I guess, like cute and cozy. So putting these 3 rugs down underneath the dining table. They're really big, they take up a lot of room, but I really like them and I think they're really cute. And the dining table and the chairs are also from the Dream Home Decorator pack, so you can already see that I am using it quite a lot. But one thing I wanted to do in this kind of area, because it is open plan, it's good to kind of separate it a little bit, like as much as you can. So I do end up using like brick and different like wallpaper styles to separate it. But you can see I'm using the modular furniture here, and for some reason everything at first I put in the same swatch. It's the third swatch, and it's that kind of like color brown I use throughout this apartment. But for some reason, the like large drawer set that you can see to the left of the TV was a different color to the like TV stand and the shelving unit underneath it. So they were the exact same swatch, but it looked really odd because they were next to each other but a different color. And I have actually heard that before. I think some of the modular pieces, I know with the sofas as well, some of the colors are slightly different. So in the end I switched it to the white and brown swatch, and that seems to match really well. So I don't really know what's going on here, but I just wanted to put like a little football here and like the magazines, because it is a family apartment, so I wanted it to look quite sort of like well put together, but elements there that kind of show that it is definitely a family place. So I put like a few pictures up. I love using that shelf as well. That's got quite a few nice like homely touches and plants and pictures and things. So one thing I've always wished that we had more of in the game, because I think like we hardly have anything, it's like pictures that stand up. So you can see there's that one, it's like, I think it's supposed to be like a sports team in the photo, and I think you can't, it's like actually something you unlock within the game, I imagine within the sports career. And the only other like desk photos that we have are a fruit for some reason, so I think like a pear, and I just wish we had more sort of photo frames like that, because they really do make these kind of builds feel really homely, just to have like pictures everywhere, and you can hang things up on the wall like if you take pictures of your Sims within the game. But I just feel like every house has, you know, photos on like desks and drawers and things like that. So I do wish we had more of those. I often use that one, and because it is a little bit more of a sporty picture, it doesn't always fit. So like I say, I imagine that the people in this house are quite musical rather than sporty, but I didn't really have much choice. So yeah, I would love to get more like photo frames that stand up. I think that would be a really great addition. But just moving on to the bathroom here, I'm using the Jungle Adventure tile because I almost always use this in builds. I absolutely love it. And one thing that I don't actually use very often is that Nifty Knitting llama plant pot. I think that's so cute, and I don't know, I just don't often get the opportunity to use it, but I wanted to clutter up the bathroom quite a bit, because with a family home you do tend to have quite a cluttered bathroom, and this bathroom is actually shared by all the Sims. There is only one in this apartment, so I put a few like clutter items like the hairdryer that came with the Parenthood pack. And you can see I've got lots of hanging plants in here as well, because I just wanted to put as many plants as possible in the build, basically. And then in the little hallway bit, I used on my new favourite clock with the Bowling Nights stuff pack, which, speaking of which, I have actually played my first game of bowling earlier today, actually, in the game. I've played bowling in real life, but yeah, I bought the pack recently because it was on sale, and I had a go, and I made the mistake. I have like a full household, and I played like I think there was 5 of them playing one game, or like 4 of them playing one game, and it was a 10-round game, and it took, I think, one whole sim day for them to play this game. So that was funny, but yeah, I actually really enjoy bowling, and I just love having things for like my families to do. I'm definitely more into family gameplay, so I would love to see more of that. I know a lot of people want a Parenthood game pack, and I'm just thinking about it now, like the amount of Parenthood stuff that I put in these kind of builds, I just think that getting like a generation style pack would be amazing. Like I think there would be so many like cool items to put around the house, and just again make it feel even more like homely and lived in. I would absolutely love that. But this is the teenagers' room, so I've got a little bunk bed there. I love the new bunk beds that we have, and I'm so glad that we can finally put things underneath them. And I wanted to go with a little bit of a yellow theme, so I used this new gorgeous wallpaper from Dream Home Decorator, and I really like the, like, to get technical, the cohesion with the like triangle patterned footstool that we got from Tiny Living. And this, like, is it the little like sea, I never know what you call them, but the like the cute face on that we got from Snowy Escape. There's not many opportunities to use it, but when I do have an opportunity, I will use it because I just think it is so cute. And I did size down a little like cat toy. I thought that might be cute, but then I decided that I did want to make them musical, so I added in that music poster and the guitar. I thought, like, you can't do bands, unfortunately, like there is no band option like there was in The Sims 3, but because I imagine that the parents are musical and then also the teenager is musical as well, I end up putting a keyboard and a violin in the parents' room so they all play a different instrument, and I thought it'd be so cute to imagine like maybe they have a band together. I thought that would be so sweet, but it's not possible within gameplay, but I still think it's cute anyway just to imagine. Maybe one day, I really do think that will come. But I just find it crazy, like The Sims 4 has been out for like what, like 7 years, something crazy like that, and there's still so many things that we haven't got in the game, but hopefully those things will come soon. And anyway, you can see the parents' room here, a little bit more of a blue and green theme, and I think this is the end of the build. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!